So the Galaxy A11 is actually pretty durable on its own, but I know there's people that are going to want a case just to prevent scratches and stuff like that. In today's video, we're going to take a look at some of the best cases available for the Galaxy A11. The first case up is by Casemate. It's got a hard plastic back and then a softer TPU material around the edges. Power and volume buttons stick out pretty far on this one, so it's easy to feel where they're located. And both of them are really easy to use. Extra large opening there on the back, so you won't have any problems with the fingerprint scanner. Plus a nice and large opening for the cameras. You've also got an oversized cutout for the charging port, and then cutouts for the speaker and microphone. Same thing at the top, you've got a nice size opening for the headphone jack. There isn't a huge lip there to protect the screen, but not too bad. If you have a Galaxy A11 and you're wanting a clear case, yeah, I would definitely get this one. The next case up is by UAG, or Urban Armor Gear, currently $24.95 on Amazon. Now this one's definitely one of the more rugged cases. This one does have a military standard drop protection. You can see the whole thing is sort of a matte black finish, made out of a very durable TPU material. UAG always makes a really good case, in my opinion, and is definitely one of the better case makers out there. Cutout on the front there for the earpiece. I still think they could make the power and volume buttons stick out a little bit more. But overall, they work pretty good. Oversized cutout for the fingerprint scanner and camera and flash there in the back. Same thing with the charging port and headphone jack. Really good screen protection. So yeah, overall this is definitely one of the best cases you can get for the Galaxy A11. Next case up is a heavy-duty armor case by a company called Pulak, not really sure how to pronounce that one. You get 3 different colors with this one, and it's only $9. You also get a screen protector with this one, although it's not tempered glass. They also give you some cleaning accessories. So if you're used to an OtterBox case, this is sort of like a knockoff version. So you've got a hard plastic shell that the phone snaps into. Even has those lines on the back that you see on OtterBox. And then a really soft TPU material. Not quite silicone like OtterBox, but really close. Power and volume buttons are covered by the TPU material. But surprisingly, these actually work really good. Only downside to this case that I can see is it does seem to move a little bit inside of that plastic shell. You can sort of hear it sliding up and down. It's probably not that big of a deal, but just something to keep in mind. You can see the cutouts on the back are tapered for the fingerprint scanner and cameras. Cutout on the front for the earpiece. You got a nice flap on the bottom for the charging port. Same thing on the top for the headphone jack. Overall, this is a really good knockoff of an OtterBox case. If it wasn't for it being a little loose, this actually would be a perfect knockoff. To me, I don't think you'd have to use the screen protector. So even though the phone is a little bit loose on the inside, I think this is still a really good case, especially if you need a heavy duty or rugged style case that's going to give you extra protection, especially for only $9. Now we have 2 cases by SUCNAKP. The green one's a little bit more rugged, doesn't have quite as much flex, and then a red one is a little bit thinner material if you're just wanting minimal protection. Power and volume buttons have a real nice texture on them. Both are really simple to use. Cutouts don't seem to be perfect on this one, but they definitely get the job done. You can see it's nice and oversized around the fingerprint scanner. Same thing at the top for the headphone jack. And then you've got nice cutouts on the bottom for the charging port and speaker. This one actually has a little bit bigger lip around the screen than on the casemate. So overall, this is a really good choice if you want medium protection for your Galaxy A11. Not only that, I think SUCNAKP is one of the most underrated companies when it comes to cases. Okay, so the other case by SUCNAKP, you can feel it's definitely a little bit thinner. I don't think it's quite as easy to use the power and volume buttons on this one either. It's just a little too squishy for my taste. I mean, it works okay, just not as good as the green one. Pretty much the same cutouts on the back as the other SUCNAKP, which in my opinion is a little bit off, but still works good. On the top and bottom, you have this kind of glossy carbon pattern. And then nice cutouts on the top and bottom for the headphone jack and charging port. Screen protection is not too bad on this though. Fairly similar to the other SUCNAKP. So overall, that's not a bad case. It's just the green one is definitely better. Now the last case is by THINKART. This one actually comes in 7 different colors, from $9 up to $13. What's different about this one is you do get a tempered glass screen protector. You can feel all the little bumps from the texture that it's got, pretty much covering the whole case. It definitely gives it some extra grip. Power and volume buttons are super easy to use on this one. Not sure if I'm really a fan of the chrome buttons, but they definitely work really good. Pretty much dead on center for the cutouts on the back. And you can see this case does have a little bit of thickness to it. Not quite as much protection for the screen as say on the SUCNAKP. Really nice cutouts on the top and bottom. Overall, I think this is a pretty good, cheap case. It's pretty close between this one and the SUCNAKP. I'd probably lean towards the SUCNAKP just because I don't know about the styling of this one as much. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from FishBee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.